Okay, guys, let's talk about how to prepare your website for a product launch. And this is somewhat similar to preparing your social media in that you are trying to, put good content out there so you position yourself once again in your demographics mind as the expert in your field. Okay, and we talked about the concept of know, like, and trust, right? And that's really what we're going after here. Because think about it once again, if you can create the know, like, and trust perception in your demographics mind, then they're going to want to buy from you, and that's what we're going to do here today. So, on your website, it's a little bit of different strategy, but once you see what we're doing here, I think you're going to get it. Okay, so I got a couple of examples. Again, one of the ones that we work on is the Merchant Doctor, and this is their land page. Okay, and we also, if you think back at the beginning of this course, when I made the assumption that you have a internet presence that actually works, I'm going to touch on that here a little bit. So take some notes here. On our land page, we have our value proposition right here. Sign up. So this is a way to get them on our list. Or if they want mobile solutions, right, they can click here and get a mobile device for free. And it even says it all right here. And again, when they do this, the first step is they're going to get on our list. We also have the opportunity for them to connect with us on all the different social medias, as well as we have some good articles here, okay? And you see this medical marijuana, but again, let's talk about that because that's an opportunity to solve a problem. In this space, the medical marijuana field, they can't get merchant processing because of government regulations, and this company has found a workaround. So all they did was place an ad out there, and they're getting unprecedented response. And they're creating the perception of expertise in their niche, right? Really kind of cool. So if we go here to their blog, okay, and that's going to come up, and there's our medical marijuana. It's funny, huh? You can see that they've got a lot of great articles that they're posting, right? And when they post these articles, it's getting indexed into the search engine, all right? And you can see they have quite a bit of pages, 6 pages of articles. We'll go to another page here. And you can see that they're putting up some good content and indexing it. So when people search for this stuff on the search engines, that this company's articles are coming up and they're being read, and they're placing a perception of know, like, and trust. So I'm going to show you one article. I'm going to hit this squares not compliant article, and their video starts to play here. It's kind of cool, but I'll just pause that. And so they have a video, so to get indexed, look at it's only 4 minutes, and then they have transcribed the entire video right here. All right, with some good graphics, and then they've even got discussion going on here, and quite a bit of discussion. I mean, some great discussion here, okay? I even jumped in on the conversation at the end here, you'll see. I jumped in on it. So some good discussion going on here, and that's what you want. This really indexes it into the search engines, and people are going to find you, all right? So that's the first thing I want you to realize about position yourself as the expert in your space, prepping your list for the launch, creating the know, like, and trust. Here you've got some testimonials on the site, which is a great way to go. Another great way to position yourself. Now, the next thing I want to point out to you guys, and this is super important, is this right here. All right, it says free video series. There's a what we call a graphic of the video series. It's called Profit from Processing. This is what they're going to learn, and we're asking them to put their name and email in here. Get it now, okay? 100% free when you scroll over. Get it now. All right, what is this, guys? This is really where I want you to focus a little bit of attention right now. This right here, okay, is what we call a lead magnet, all right? This is a lead magnet, all right? And what is a lead magnet? Well, in Laurel's community, we talk about the funnel, right? We have our funnel. And coming into our funnel, we have all of our marketing, right? And that could be as simple as your article marketing that we just discussed here. So let's say you have an article that you've written, you index it, right? And people come, they're searching for, let's say you're a marijuana dispensary and you're searching for ways to process, and up comes our article. You read it, you're like, wow, these guys get it, right? They're talking to me, and you come to our site. Well, while you're on our site, you're going to see this profit from processing lead magnet. And when you see it, you're going to say, well, that's interesting, like that, really like that. And it's 100% free for my name and email. So I'm going to go ahead and put my name and email in here, and I'm going to get it for free. But what's really going on here, okay? What's really going on is that we are capturing their information, and we can reverse market to them. And I'm going to talk about that in a moment. But we capture their information, and it goes into our list, all right? So, and then no matter where you go, on the site, like if you go to the rates page, for example, this shows the merchant doctor rates. You've got, again, on the side here, the lead magnet, okay? You go to their apply page, all right? Again, we got some great graphics here, simple to apply. There's your application form, and there's your lead magnet. So you really want it to kind of pop on the inside of your site as much as possible, okay? So this site is really well done. You can use it as an example. It's merchantdoctor.net. All right, so you can come over and take a look and look at it as an example. Here's another good example of a blog site. This is Jonathan Budd. He is a network marketer and a very effective one. But look what you see right here above the fold. What is this? You got it. This is his lead magnet, the Unstoppable Millionaire gift pack. Send me the gift pack. Name and email. Wow. Great. And this is in his blog. He's got a lot of great content here. But if you look, he also has different opportunities to capture your information. Like if you want to look at some of his products, the first thing he does when you click on that is ask you for your information, okay? I'm curious if he has his lead magnet on all of his pages. So I just clicked on contact. Here's contact Jonathan Budd, and look at that. There's his lead magnet. Okay? So again, your lead magnet should be on every one of your pages. That really is going to entice the viewer to put their name and email in. So again, this is actually a transaction. This is your first transaction with your demographic, because they are getting your lead magnet in exchange for their personal information. Don't mistake in this. This is the first transaction. So I'll give you a little hint. Your lead magnet, excuse me on that. Your lead magnet needs to be able to, the viewer needs to be able to get an instant result, so they have a great first transaction with you, okay? All right, so let's take a look at, do we have any more great examples up here? Sure. This right here is Don Crowther. He's an internet marketing social media expert, okay? And if we look at his site, right here is his lead magnet, all right? And he's just asking to get on his newsletter. I don't think a newsletter is a strong lead magnet, but it certainly is effective for Don Crowther because he's an expert at what he does, and that's the lead magnet he's chosen. And if you cruise around his site, you know, if we go into consulting, for example, let's take a look to see if his lead magnet follows our navigation as we move around his site. So we can see here's his consulting, and sure enough, here's his lead magnet, okay? Just one more we'll look at, because we were looking at this on the other video, and that's the Life Yoga. And here you can see this gal, Lynn Gardner. This is on her blog page. She has her lead magnet right here. Now, she is still developing it. She's one of our clients, and she's still developing it. So we stuck this up here for her in anticipation. So, because she's putting out some great content right now. And we have her lead magnet. And again, if you cruise around the site, like you go to Contact Lynn, you'll see the lead magnet follows you. She's going to have a little video that plays. So we're actually going to put a, her lead magnet is going to be her manifesto ebook. And she's in the final stages of completing that. And we're going to put a graphic right here. She's also going to have a video that plays, which is another great way. The arrows pointing down and the sign up form right there. Okay, so super cool. that's a quick look at lead magnets. Now on the back end, when someone actually fills out this form, what's going on? Well, you have a couple different choices, right, of what we call autoresponder services. You know, there's Aweber, it's spelled like this, Aweber, that's actually a B. There's eye contact. There's another one, eye contact. One of the really, really great ones out there is called Infusionsoft, right? And most of us have seen demonstrations on Infusionsoft, okay? And that is probably the most robust one out there. The one that we're going to take a look at is a service called it's called GetResponse, okay? I like GetResponse. It's easy to use, it's affordable, and it also is allows for single opt-in. And single opt-in means when they actually put their name and email down here, they're on your list. They don't have to get an email into their email to say, yes, I agree to be on this list. Excuse me. They're just on your list, and then the very first email they can get is from you. So I like that. Okay, so if we look at GetResponse, here is a GetResponse account. And if you go here within, this is not a tutorial on how to work GetResponse. I'm just going to quickly show you how simple it is. Right here, you can create your web form. Okay, you can change the headline right here by clicking edit the headline. So if I put in, this is a test, right? It comes right up there. I'm going to cancel that because we're not going to do it. I can change the button, right? Instead of sign up, I can get instant access now, right? And I probably misspelled all that, but so we can change the button, cancel. You can see how the button's kind of going off the form. No worries. You can click this and easily resize this bad boy, right? You can make it this way. You can resize it this way. So there's all sorts of, you can add different criteria here. You have name and email, but I can add any one of these fields, phone number, for example. Where did my phone number go? Right here. I can take this guy and throw it in there. Now we've got, the phone as well, and that sort of thing. Okay. This thing is completely customizable because I can change the Privacy Act, right? By clicking here, I can get rid of the privacy or add the privacy. I can edit the privacy. See that? Same thing with powered by. It says powered by GetResponse. I can get rid of that, or I can keep it. Okay. I don't think they let you edit that guy though, do they? No. Okay. So you see all the different edibles. You can have a counter in there, which is kind of cool. So you can see how many people have subscribed or not. You have a CAPTCHA, right? We've all seen those annoying CAPTCHAs, but we can throw one in there. Okay. So this is pretty cool. And then when you're totally done, you're into the publish stage, which I don't think I can get to because, I guess I can. Well, they're not going to let me get to the publish stage, are they? Oh, yeah, they did. So here in the publish stage, you would simply say, show me the HTML. And you would grab all of this code. There's a lot of it of these forms, and simply copy that, right? And then you're going to take that and you're going to put it into the HTML code of your website. And if you don't know how to do this stuff, you just ask your web developer and they will take care of that for you, all right? So to recap, again, we are positioning our lists, positioning ourselves as the expert in our field. When it comes to websites, we want to put out good article contents, good blogs, and we want to index them into the search engines, which means put tags in there, meta tags. And again, this is not a course on that, but certainly you can reach out to us and we can explain that to you, or you can talk to your social media expert and they'll explain it. Certainly we can do that for you as well. All right. So you want to put out good content and then you want to put them on your list. All right. We want to make sure we put them on our list. And once they're on our list, I'm just going to touch on this real briefly, you guys, because I think it's important to do so. Once they're on your list, okay, so this is your list, okay, and it's got a ton of names. Let's just say you've got, so you got 1,000 names on your list, all right? Now you have your autoresponder series. And your autoresponder series are emails that go out when you tell them to. So you can set them up so they autorespond no matter when they opt in, your emails go out. So email number 1, what do you think that's going to be? It's going to be a thank you. And you're going to fulfill, right? You have to fulfill your lead magnet because I got on your list because you promised them something for free, right? Or low cost. So you want to fulfill it through the email. The reason we want to fulfill it through the email is because your demographic will then start to look towards the emails for good, juicy content. You then want to, as you post these great posts, and again, if we go back here to the Merchant Doctor, for example, and we jump on their blog, as these posts go out, okay, like Turnkey POS, Act Now. It's a real, this is a pretty cool blog post that they put out there because, getting good a good POS system is expensive. And everyone's looking for a cheap alternative. So when they put this out, what do you think they did? They also, when they put this out, they also did an email. So they grabbed this URL on the top here, right? Oops. And then they go into their autoresponder series, which here would be messages, right? Create follow-up. Or they go into their follow-up campaigns, I should say. And again, I'm not going to show you how this is all done. It's really easy, as you can tell. But what they're going to do is they're going to write an email to their demographic and to their list, and they're going to say, "Hey guys, we just, I know, we know POS systems are tough to come by and expensive, but they're so valuable for your business that we wrote an article about how to get a POS system for relatively nothing. Okay, here's the URL. Go watch the video." And what is this doing? It's bringing them back into your website, right? It's bringing them back into your website. And when they're in their website, what are they going to see? When they're in there watching this great video, what are they going to see? Right. They're going to see your awesome lead magnet. And if they haven't gotten on your site, they will. And certainly, you're probably saying, well, hey, weren't they on your list to get there? Well, yeah, sure, but they could have gotten they could have been doing a search for it, right? They could have been searching and found it, like, affordable POS, and up comes that article, and they could come in that way. There's all sorts of ways you want to bring them back into your funnel, and this is a great way to do it, okay? All right, fantastic. I will look for you in the next lesson, and we'll go from there.